Hello, Pure Romance Consultants. I'm Dana Barish, and I want to give you some quick ideas to get some more parties onto your books right now, because right now it is spring in the United States and we're headed into summer, and we really want to make sure that our party schedule is full and exactly where we want. And so we have a rock solid next quarter and going into that summer season. So you don't want to experience any summer slowdown, which some people do, not because there's no business, but because they laid low, took a little bit of a break, maybe in the spring, and then summer they found it too distracting to get picked up back again because you're distracted by pool parties and, beach activity. And, especially if you live in a place that's cold in the US during the winter time. And so when summer comes, you're just ready to get outdoors and you think, gosh, nobody wants to be inside to do a party, which isn't the case at all. So I want you to really make sure that you're getting your party schedule really full, really booked, really busy, because if you were at World Conference or if you saw it in the video, you can see all these glamorous women walking the stage and you're like, why are they up there and I'm not up there? I'm telling you, it always comes back to one thing. These are women who have parties on their calendar and they keep a full party calendar. They look 2 months ahead. So look at your calendar right now. Maybe you have a party next week. That's great. But look 2 months out. What does your calendar look like? If it looks full, looks busy, then you're going to see yourself as exactly what you want. So if you want to get on the stage, and if you don't even care about the stage, you're like, I don't care about the stage, you care about your bank account, it always comes back down to parties. Even if you're like, I want to sponsor more women, I really want to grow my team this year, I really want to make a name for myself and get our team cranking, it always is going to come back to a party. So I can't stress it enough. So I'm going to give you some quick tips, and I'm going to tell you, it always comes back to the telephone. Now, we know we can do social media. Everybody can put a post up on Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat. And, you may get some traffic from it. You may get some parties. That's great. But I consider those the gravy parties. They're not the meat and the potatoes, because the meat and potatoes is always going to come from the telephone. Yes. And you do not need to fear that telephone when you know what to say and what kind of messages to leave people. So all you need to do is I'm going to give you 3 questions to write down that you can ask your people, your friends, your family, your neighbors, your hairdresser, your personal trainer, whatever you have cooking on the phone. All right, so chances are you're going to get a lot of voicemails, right? So the voicemail is easy. You can just say, hi, it's Dana Barish. I met you at Mary's party, and I have a quick calling because I have a quick question for you. Call me back. And that's the end of it, okay? Because you do. Because the way to get parties on your books is to ask questions. You're never going to get a party booked when you tell them, because you say, you need to have a party, you need to do this, you need to host one. You don't have to tell anybody anything. You need to ask them questions. So my 3 questions, ready? You're going to ask when you get them on the phone, who likes to have fun? Who likes to have fun? That's my first question. So that'd be a funny one for one of your girlfriends. You know anyone that likes to have fun? It's funny, right? Second one, who needs a ladies' night out? Who needs a ladies' night out? And third, who loves free products? Who? Who does? Who? So who likes to have fun? Who needs a ladies' night out? And who loves free product? Those are your 3 questions to call your friends. Ask your family. Ask your neighbors. You can ask your neighbor on the street. You're taking your trash out, you see her on the street, and you say, hey, do you know anyone that likes to have fun, that needs maybe a ladies' night out and loves free products? You're like, what is it? What's it for? Then you can get into what you do and how awesome you are and how amazing your business is and how everyone needs to enjoy it. But fun is always going to be your ticket to everything Pure Romance. So fun, 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 fun. What do? I sell fun. I am fun. We are fun. Do you like to have fun? Do you know anyone who likes to have fun? So speaking of, do you know anyone? Referrals, okay? You're going to get a lot of people that say, you know what? No, I can't help you. My house is too small. Or my house is blowing up, whatever. They have crazy excuses. Okay. Well, you probably know someone that does have a house. So who do you know that is fun? Who do you know that needs a ladies' night out? And who do you know that loves free products? So those are the questions you can ask her. And when you do that, I want you to give her huge referral bonuses. We're talking anywhere from $50 to $100 in free products from you. Yes, and you're like, I'm too new. I can't give away that. You cannot afford not to give that away. I'm here to tell you that you need to absolutely give away the farm to anyone that's going to help you have a party, anyone that's going to refer you. This is where you're really, really going to build an amazing business. So let's talk about $100. Let's say you gave someone $100 extra to have a party. So usually when you do something like that, you want to tell them, okay, just need 10 guests there, or 10 shopping guests. Some people say shopping guests. I just say 10 in attendance, and I just to me, if I can't sell somebody a product, it's not on the hostess. It's really on me. She got her 10 bodies there. If 9 bought and 1 didn't, there's a reason. So who knows? Okay. Maybe her husband just texted her and said, our account's on freeze. You can't buy anything. Who knows? All right. So let's talk about that $100. So you gave her $100. How much does that cost you? If you're a consultant who has a standard kit and you're at the 40% buying discount, that's going to cost you $60 out of pocket. Most of us buy when there's a sale, when we caught something on a discount, or you're buying a 6-pack. So it probably wouldn't cost you that, but I'll give you the worst case scenario. So $60 to give her $100. Let's do math, okay? Because gotta be good math. You want to make a lot of money and you want to make millions with your pure romance business, because you can. All right, so let's say there's 10. We said 10 guests, right? So the only way you're giving it to her, if you booked one show at that party, just one show, you're going to keep that booking train going, right? Chances are 10 guests, they probably spend at least $50 a piece on average. So we'll say a $500 show, right? So talk about a trade show. We've all booked trade shows or thinking about them. The good trade shows are going to cost you probably at least $500, okay? A good one. The small ones, you'd be like, oh, I get this trade show, it's $100. Yeah, and you're like, okay, no one was there. It was like 10 people, the whole place. It was at my church basement, and there was 10 people. So you get what you pay for with the trade shows, but not all trade shows are created equal. So let's not talk about trade shows, but we'll talk about $500 trade show, right? If you book 10 parties at a trade show, that's awesome. You'd be like, I got 10 solid parties at this trade show. So, and it cost me $500. So that's $50 a party, right? Cost you. Now, how much did it cost you to be there all weekend? Maybe it was all weekend. You sat there all weekend, or you sat there all day Saturday, cost your whole day. You had to set up, you had to find a babysitter, you had to get all these trade show materials, you had to give away stuff. If you count up the catalogs you gave out, whatever you give out, it costs more. So we'd say at least $60 a party, just like I told you with the referral of $100. Okay, remember that 100 that we gave the hostess, or not even a referral. You called your friend, said, who likes to have fun? Who wants a ladies' night out? And who likes free product? And she says, me. And you say, great, I'm going to give you $100. $100, anything you want on my catalog. Like, let's do this, okay? And then she's like, what is it for? And then you can tell her, right? See how easy that was? If you do the math and you actually do the math, you're going to be better off giving someone $100 to have a party with 10 guests than doing an all-day trade show that costs you still $60 to have that party, but it's like a random stranger. It's literally some girl walking through a wine festival, or maybe it's a bride-to-be who's probably going to cancel on you because she's got too much going on with her wedding, or you booked her bridesmaid at the bridal expo, same thing, and it's too much. So you're better off giving $100 to someone you actually know, your hairdresser, your personal trainer, the woman in front of you in the carpool line, the soccer mom, okay? You're better off giving her $100. And you don't have to do it forever. This is the beauty of this. You do this until your party calendar is full. The girls walking across the stage, the top bookers, the top sellers, they probably aren't giving away so much because they don't have to, because their party's full. And once your party calendar's full, then you can be really picky. Then you can be like, okay, I'll give you a hot heart to book this date. It's coming up in 2 weeks. You can be, a little more stingy with your gifts. But I'm telling you, when you're new, or if you need parties, or you have big goals this year, you need to shower those hostesses with tons and tons of goodies and freebies. And it doesn't matter what it's going to cost you right now. I don't even care if you went in the hole for a party for the first few parties. As long as you gone on the COO, watched how to book parties at a party. There's tons of booking games. You should always play a booking game. Go on YouTube. There's tons of videos. It's everywhere. You can find how to book a party at a party. But that $100 is going to help you. So stop being stingy. If I hear one more new person say, I can't afford to give that away, I'm going to be like, you can't afford not to, because your business is going to be out of business before you know it, because you have no parties and you're too worried to give stuff away. So do the math. Summer is coming. I want you to fill it now. I want you to get out there. I want you to pick up that phone. You can do some spring fling parties. You can do happy hour parties. You can do pool parties. There's so many fun things. Margarita Mondays, Wild Wednesdays, Toy Tuesdays, so Taco Thursdays. You can do theme parties. There's so many ways. Get your energy going. Get your excitement going. And go book those parties. Pick up the phone. Remember, who likes to have fun? Who needs a ladies' night out? Who loves free products? And ask a question when you're making those voicemails. You know, I'm calling to ask you a question. You can even text. You can even send a text. Hey, I have to ask you a quick question. Can you call me? Boom, 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 boom. All right, go. I'm watching you. I know you got this. You got this in the bag. You're going to book a ton of parties. You're going to be rich. Yeah.